Hey everyone, Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. I apologize, it's kind of late at night. Some of the kids and stuff are watching movies, they got friends and stuff, so if you hear a little bit of noise, I apologize. But Nate reached out to me, and he's on his way to understanding what kids are like. Sounds like he has a 3-month old baby, so congrats on that. So it's quite an adjustment. But I wanted to make this because he wanted me to go through some of the stuff. These are his pictures, and just give any pointers or anything that I see that I would maybe have done different. I did scan through a couple, not all of them. And this is one of them that we're looking at right here. He's dealing with some gates. It sounds like some jobs he's pretty happy with. Some jobs he's like, you know what, I'm just ready to be done. Because I know exactly that feeling. So like this job right here, I mean, the only thing I see right off the top of my head is I don't see a win bar on it. It's probably not the end of the world, but like for our manufacturer, it's maybe like $100-$200 to throw a stiffy, is what we call it, on there. And the win bar can just really save you in the future. It just goes across, so weld it to these beams here, and it'll bow out. And it just makes the gate a lot stiffer. So if somebody ever decides to put slats, because that's where I've gotten screwed before, is where somebody decided to put slats in it, to block the plastic slats that slide down in there, so they have somewhat privacy. And I've had where the customer, that turns into a sale, and then with no stiffy, oh man, it's hard to land that gate in the wind. So that's the only thing. These bottom covers, I'm not a big fan of. Normally they got holes, so they will drain. So a lot of times I don't put the bottom covers on. The top ones are kind of nice. They'll kind of scoot the snow off. They're kind of there for safety. So if like a kid rides on it, their fingers will pinch or hit here before they get in the roller's idea. But like I said, not the end of the world. It's just sometimes I've had these bottom ones freeze up. Pad looks nice right here for the operator. I don't see nothing that looks goofy at all. Like I said, as long as you're using enough concrete and everything's solid. Same with your poles, as long as you're putting enough concrete. It just depends on when I start digging. I can use anywhere from, sometimes I'm 8, 10. I've been up to like 20 bags of cement. Just depends on how the ground feels, if it's real soft sand and stuff like that. And then what I'll do is I also make it like a bell when I'm digging them out. And I think they say you're supposed to go, the rule of thumb is 3 times the size of the pole. So the hole's supposed to be 3 times or the size of the pole that you're putting in the ground. So just keep that in mind. I honestly think this is a great thing. I like seeing the vehicle parked here. I know what that's probably doing is you're probably figuring out the distance, and that's exactly what I do sometimes. Just pull up to it, feel where it feels kind of natural for the keypad to be. Looks like we got some conduit over here, so I mean this all looks great. I mean, it looks like you're doing a great job. Never seen this kind of gate operator, ain't gonna lie. It looks I don't know, it's just different. That's all I can say. I can't say it's good or bad. I think we got a video of it, and it's pretty, whatever was running was pretty smooth. So the pad looks nice. Looks like it keeps the road and stuff out. I mean, like it said, it's elevated. You got some room to work with conduit and stuff underneath. So, I mean, it looks pretty square. It's kind of interesting to see this, like, looks like the motor with like a gearbox. So that's kind of interesting. It's nice to see a plug. I like seeing the plug for accessories. That's nice to have a 110 plug on the side there. These handlebars, though, or whatever this is right here, that's throwing me a little bit. Like, what is that, like grab handles or something? Or I guess this is where you plug things in. A little different. So I did want to touch base on this a little bit. This, I don't know. I'm kind of a 50-50 on this. So I've had problems with, so typically like our brackets, they're made for like, we kind of go end to end. I know you don't have to, but because it's more chain and everything else. But I've never had really good luck with welded on brackets unless it's really solid pipe. You know what I mean? Like it's really thick walled. And this pipe already, just from my preference, looks to be kind of thinned. And for whatever reason, it seems like when you weld it, it makes it kind of brittle and weak, and it starts ripping over time. It seems like the U-bolts and then the bolts that'll tighten down on it seem to hold up better. And I kink them back, right? So that way when they do pull, they're kind of straight. But like I said, it's one of those things you won't know until 5 or 10 years when that thing's jerking. But the thing is this gate, when we see it in motion, I think it's the same one here. It looks smooth, and that's going to help out a lot. Like ours with the HSLGs, the linears, they're real jerky, and so they tug hard on those things and they rip them over time. But like I said, with this one being smooth, it might not be a problem. Another shot at it. Looks good. It's different to see these verticals like this. Ours are still just crosswise on these gates, so it's kind of weird to me to see these like prison bars. They look like, I don't know if that's better or worse than what we're getting. It's just, I think it's interesting. So nice little setup. You got your tools and everything, got a bucket, so it looks good. So this probably isn't too bad with doing the conduit here. So for us, I mean, this is stone, so you're probably okay. I normally find a way to funnel it up through the bottom. I'll dig it, and then I'll do my concrete, and I'll leave a stub up, and I just bury it. And I guess I just look at it, it's like one less thing for stuff to get. I had a bad experience at the Coast Guard one time, and they smacked it with their lawnmowers and stuff. Like I said, this has got stone. It's kind of a sharp turn. Like I said, I don't think it's horrible. I don't know if like if it was a residential customer or something, they might call you out and say that thing's kind of ugly or something, gray on black. So you can get them through the center. They're kind of a bear. But like I said, looks good. Nice junction box, looks good. Like I said, conduits up. That's good to try to help keep it out of the water. It's, I don't know what the best way. Sometimes you drill holes in them. Sometimes you don't drill holes. You already got holes in them, so they'll find the water will seep out. So but it looks good. All right, so let's watch this little clip. And Nate, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you sending this. This is awesome. Look how smooth this thing is. That's smooth. But you see that jiggle? See that jiggle in that gate right now? That's because there's not a stiffy on it, and it's almost like it gets worse almost when it kind of gets closer. See how it's kind of going more intense? That's just added strain on different things. It's not the end of the world, but like I said, if you put a stiffy, it's normally $100 to $200 for our vendor to throw that bar across like a strut, like a garage door. It's well worth it. So this is a different one, different job site, it looks like. Sweet. Those are pretty cool. I guess, Nate, if you ever do think of it, throw me some numbers on those things, what those things run, the gate operator. Look how smooth that is. Dude, that thing is smooth. That gate, I don't know if that chain is like pretty taut. I don't know if that gate operator likes it that way. It's pretty taut. It looks sweet. Looks great. Like I said, the only thing I could see is maybe a stiffy. I don't know about the warning stickers. I always put them towards the nose in a sense, because I figure that's where the accidents happen, and when it's open too, it's a little more visible, but it's not the end of the world. Looks good. Another different job. Nate knows I don't like LiftMaster, but he does a really good job. Got a nice service truck, Look at those puppies. Beautiful. Look at the columns there, the concrete and the brick, They're going to have lights on it, looks like. Looks great. Definitely don't see no complaints. Looks really good. Very grand. It's got another one here with a free exit loop when he pulls up. It's obviously buried in there somewhere. I don't know if he's doing a probe. I don't have good luck with probes. I like doing cutting them into the asphalt. I don't know, man. I just have so many problems with the probes, it seems like. So I just cut them into the asphalt. It's not the funnest. Makes a mess, but they're just tried and true, it seems like to me. So looks good. So I don't know if Nate's actually building these gates. If he is, man, kudos. I mean, that's some hardcore craftsmanship, or this might be his vendor. I'm not sure. Probably out getting paint, I think the one company, they always powder coated. That was a big thing in it. There's a gate that I've just worked on that's 20 plus years old, man. I tell you what, and it's still holding up strong with the powder coat. I didn't want to break the sheen on it. So it's still holding up. The powder coat seems to be working. Got the guys out there installing it. Looks great. Looks excellent. I like the pump jack. I'd probably do the same. Yep, typical job site. Stuff's everywhere. I know the feeling. Looks good though. Must be getting something set up here. I don't really see anything, but maybe is it a rock? The rock. Dang, another rock. That's probably what the point is like rock in the way and another rock in the way. So, yowzas. I think that is the probe. And like I said, if that's the probe on the side, or I call them pipe bombs because I used to make them look like a pipe bomb. Those things are just, I don't know. I just don't have good luck. I got one at a rental and it still is glitchy. I don't like it. I just do not like them. I just like when you cut them into the asphalt. They're a pain. It's more work, but I just can't ever get these things to be super reliable. And the sun can mess with them too. So I don't know if that's going to get covered in the dirt or whatever, but sun can mess with them. So if they start, customer complains that it's opening randomly. Well, if it's getting any kind of sunlight, the sunlight will kick them open too. I found that out. So we got another job here. Look at this. What a beaut, man. I'm impressed. Keep up the good work. That looks great. Let's take a look at this puppy running. Tell you what, this is not easy. I'm actually pretty impressed. I might have to go see Nate how he's measuring these things and all that to make this all fit, because man, it sure does look good. And I might be a LiftMaster hater, but man, you're rocking it. You're doing a great job. Got the keypad and open it up. Nate, make sure you send me some more pictures, videos, man. This is awesome. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You're doing a great job. Let me know how you like that truck too, with the service body on that like that. Looks like you got a nice setup. Looks like it works good for you in that situation. So that's awesome. No, I'd say you're doing a great job. I can't see nothing that stands out. I definitely would be, I'd be proud of that for sure. If that was my job sites, everything looks good, keep up the good work. Right here's a great example. You know what I mean? Somebody out there crushing it and doing a good job. So thanks again, Nate. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night, morning, evening. We'll talk to you on the next one.